To local families' deep-rooted ties to land in Mountainburg being cut short as more than 700 acres are set to be auctioned off this week. 5 News reporter Kayla Davis met with one longtime resident who says he hopes the land's historic value will be treasured.
In the rural country of Mountainburg and Chester, Arkansas, where you can find orchards, waterfalls, and even caves, lies the ruins of 2 former towns spanning across 735 acres of land. And the history runs deep throughout this area.
The Osage were here first, but then there was, I believe, a treaty in 1825 where the Osage kind of lost territory here, and the Cherokee Creek and Choctaw came through for a while, and then was documented as settled, I believe, in 1886.
Lacey Hendrix tells me nearly 700 people lived in this area at one point in time. Old land deeds show different owners through the years.
Originally it was Frisco, then turned to Porter, and then I believe sometime in the 20s or 30s, the name Shaybird came along, and that was after a prominent family.
Until?
This was the residence of my great-aunt and uncle, so my grandfather's brother and wife. They were here my whole life. I would run over here and have tea with my Aunt Polly. It was the original schoolhouse to the town. I believe they purchased sometime in 1972 to 1974 when they started buying up land. It was about $25 to $35 an acre at the time, which is pretty incredible.
After Hendrix's aunt and uncle passed, she and her husband bought the land.
It was quite a dream to be able to finally realize any ownership of this property that I was born and raised on.
But that dream was short-lived. Just 8 weeks after moving into the home, Hendrix says new ideas for the land came about.
There was a partnership, and unfortunately, we could not agree on or see eye to eye on how to protect the most important things.
On Wednesday, the land will be auctioned by the United States Marshals starting at $1.46 million. Hendrix just has one request.
There are generations of stories, from the railroad to the railroad workers who built it, to the town, the timber, the Native Americans. There's significant history, and the fact that my family has held it for 50 years, it really has kept all of those pieces in place.
From preservation,
we have fields of native Ozark milkweed, and the monarchs come pass through here on their migration path, which is just incredible. We also still have some quail population, so we were looking at quail preservation, as well as just a lot of the native plants.
To an archive.
With every land deed from the 1880s all the way to the 1970s, I have the original homestead names, and my hope had been to put historical markers where people could come and see for each homestead, and have little places that would share that history.
Hendrix and her family hope the new owners protect the land. In Mountainburg, covering news where you live, Kayla Davis, 5 News.